Good afternoon. I'm Brady Borrell for KQKI News, your local news leader. I'm coming to you live from the Berwick Police Department, and I am with Berwick Assistant Police Chief J.P. Henry, where J.P. Is going to tell us about a special Bless the Badge conference coming up at the end of this month, and he does have also a special guest with us that's going to tell us about it as well. J.P., tell us about the Bless the Badge conference.
So Tori and I, my wife Tori and I, we met a couple from South Carolina, Brandon Rollins and Micah Rollins, who we have attended the Billy Graham Rapid Response Retreat, law enforcement retreat for the past several years. And some point in time during that, while we're friends, he reached out to us, reached out to me, and we spoke about possibly hosting one of these Bless the Badge conferences here in our area, which is what we're doing now. We actually have it's coming to fruition. We're going to be doing it this month in June. We're getting really excited about it. And we wanted to bring this down to our area because it's really needed in our field in law enforcement.
Well, you do have a very special guest with us on the line now. Introduce Brandon to us.
So we do have Brandon here from Lancaster County in South Carolina. He's on the phone with us right now. Good friend of ours, and I'm going to go ahead and let Brandon introduce himself and maybe tell a little bit about the Bless the Badge conference that he's involved in.
And by the way, Brandon is actually on patrol now as we speak.
Brandon is on duty right now, yes.
You don't get any more live than this. Brandon, thanks for joining us, man. Tell us about yourself and Bless the Badge conference.
Yes, sir. Brady and JP, thank you so much for having us on. And again, like JP said, we met several years ago at the National Law Enforcement Retreat hosted by Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, and just through our friendship and of course our role with Bless the Badge, I knew that reaching out to JP and getting our conference down to the Louisiana area was a must for us. And so me and my wife Micah are regional directors for Bless the Badge Ministries, which is a nonprofit organization that is the goal of and the vision of Bless the Badge is to travel wherever we can get to equip law enforcement families to thrive, one family at a time. And I know JP can attest to this, but when I went through the academy in 2001, we had an instructor stand in front of a class of 70 law enforcement officers and said, in 5 years, 50% of you will be divorced if you're married. And we at Bless the Badge Ministries don't feel that has to be true. So our mission is to provide practical tools and strategies with spiritual hope to law enforcement families through tactical relationship training. So that's what we're bringing down to the Berwick area. We will be hosting a conference there. During that conference, we will teach kind of the bread and butter of our founders, Chuck and Lisa Lerner, which is tactical relationship training. And in that, we will discuss, post-traumatic stress, hypervigilance, some parenting, some couples care, just a lot of different topics that hopefully we can give law enforcement families some tools to put in their belt to navigate a law enforcement career and to survive the law enforcement career in their marriage. Because all too often the marriage suffers from a law enforcement career. We deal with a lot of stress and trauma and different things, and a lot of times we take that home, but we don't push that out to our families. We hold that stuff in, and in turn, we don't communicate well with our families. We don't love our spouses well. We don't show our children everything that they need. So our goal as Bless the Badge Ministries is to equip law enforcement officers, again, to be able to communicate more effective, to love their families well, and to survive the law enforcement career in a long-term marriage.
Well, Brandon, we definitely thank you for your service, not only as a law enforcement officer, but of course what you are doing through Bless the Badge, and hopefully I'll get to meet you when you come on June 29th. And JP, is there anything you want to tell Brandon before
No,
we go?
I want to tell him how much we appreciate our friendship over the years because again, we met a lot of the good people at the Billy Graham retreat, and a lot of that has changed my life dramatically when it comes to the job and when it comes to family. I'm very thankful for the Billy Graham retreat because, again, I think me and you talked about that before, Brady, about
Sure.
it, and it just brings a tremendous asset to law enforcement and the families. And look, I mean, I always tell our guys at work, if you're not right at home in your family and your marriages, look, family's first. You put your family first. And if you take care of your family, and if you take care of your family, you're going to be okay on the job. But if you're not at home and you have problems at home and with the family and with the marriage and all that, you're not going to be right on the job, and therefore that can in turn get you hurt on this job or get you killed on this job. Because like Brandon said, this is a job where again, I talked to you about this earlier as well, Brady, is that, let's not keep referring to it as a job. It's a calling. Y'all probably heard me say that before. This is a calling on our lives to do this job, to do this position that we're in. And, we take it very seriously, and we take a lot of that stuff home that people in this country, take for granted that, look, as a law enforcement officer, we're humans, but we also are a different breed of folks when it comes to that, because we see things, like Brandon said, on a daily basis that human beings should never have to see in their lifetime, and it's kind of tough on the family. But my wife and I, and Brandon and his wife, he can attest to that. By going through these Billy Graham retreats, and now they're involved in Bless the Badge Ministries, and Tori and I is actually hoping to get involved more with the Bless the Badge Ministries in the future. So, Brandon, I'm sure you're hearing it, and then you already know that. But again, appreciate y'all's friendship, and looking forward to working with all you guys in the future, and looking forward to seeing y'all, most importantly, in June, at the end of this month.
Yes, sir. We're super excited as well. So can't wait to get down that way.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandon. We appreciate you joining us, and safe travels when you come down here in a few weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brady.
Thank you. And JP, of course, you are involving the community as far as sponsors are concerned. How is the community able to get involved in this?
So, again, I've reached out to a lot of our companies and a lot of friends, and that have been tremendously supportive of this when I explain to them what it is and what we're doing this for. So we're good with, we're good on that. We get some people to try to donate some door prizes. Look, if you want to still assist or help, or you can give just to this ministry, to the Bless the Badge ministry itself, is you can go on their website at Bless the Badge Ministries, and I think there's a link on there that you can do that. But it's something really good to be involved in if you really truly want to support it. It's an awesome event for all, for all in law enforcement. So.
Sure. Well, thank you for all you're doing. If there's a law enforcement officer that has not heard about it or registered, how can they get involved in this?
So they can contact me here at Berg PD, or we shared it, I think, a couple times on our Berg Police Department Facebook page, and there's a QR code on the flyer. They can just go to that link on the flyer, and they can sign up like that. And it's for the officer and their spouse. It could be for an individual officer, a single officer, or whatever. Chaplains, those kind of things. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to it, and best of luck. And thanks again for all of the service, all of our first responders, police, fire, and medical. We appreciate all you're doing. Thank you, JP.
Thank you.
And I'm Brady Borrell, coming to you live.